Welcome to the Fast Fix channel. My name is Jason, and today we're going to replace a garbage disposal that developed in an internal leak and caused water damage, as you can see on the wood below. Okay, let's get started. The first thing we need to do is run the disposal and get any food waste or water out of the unit. Next, let's cut power. If you've got a power off switch under your sink, turn it to the off position. Also, we'll be cutting power at the circuit breaker. You may want to cut power to the dishwasher as well, as it drains into the disposal, which will be unhooked. Now close the supply line valves in case you or someone else accidentally turns on the faucet. Remove the dishwasher drain hose. Clamps vary, but they're all easy to loosen. Once loose, pull off the hose. We'll disconnect the waste pipe next. Simply unscrew 2 screws to uncouple the plate from the garbage disposal. For this next step, it's a good idea to place something under the garbage disposal in case you lose your grip and accidentally drop it. I'm using the box the new disposal came in. Using a screwdriver or similar tool, turn the lowering mounting ring to the left. If it's stubborn, give it a few love taps with a hammer as I did. The ring will only turn 15 degrees or so you don't need to turn it too far. The unit should be free from all connection points now, and all you need to do is twist and pull a little and it should drop out. This is where the support, like the box I used, comes in handy. This unit was hardwired, so we need to uncouple that connection. If your unit has a plug type connection, simply unplug it. Otherwise, loosen the screw on the loom clamp. Then remove the screw holding on the electrical cover. You'll now have access to the wires. Untwist all the wire nuts and disconnect the wires. Don't forget about the ground wire. Use a screwdriver to loosen the clamp for that wire. Using a screwdriver, loosen the cable clamp from the disposal. Hold on to this piece because we'll reuse it later. With the cable clamp fully unscrewed, pull the wires through, which will free the disposal for removal. Our new disposal came from the factory with a plug type connection. However, it has provisions for a hardwire connection as well. All we need to do is disconnect the plug connection by removing the cover and cutting a few wires. Don't be intimidated by this, it's a piece of cake, even if you've never done it before. Simply cut the wires at the wire nut. This will leave you with enough wire to hardwire it. If there's a clamp holding the wires in place, remove it as I did. A screwdriver works well for this. Now pull the wires through. Whoops, forgot about that ground wire. Cut that, leaving roughly the same length as the other wires. Strip the wires using a wire stripping tool. Give them a good 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch in length. Remember the old cable clamp? Install this in the new disposal. Simply insert the clamp, then screw on the nut. Final tightening using a screwdriver as shown. Give yourself a break and shorten the wires if needed. This will make it easier to bundle the wires and help them fit nicely together. After you strip the wires to a 1/2 inch or so, insert them through the wire clamp. Now tighten the wire clamp. Make sure the end of the screw doesn't impact the shell of the disposal. If it does, angle it so there's no contact. It's time to connect the wires. Check with your installation manual, but typically you'll connect the white with white, black with black, and green with the bare copper ground wire. Now we need to fit these into the receptacle. Snug them together as best you can in order for them to fit. This will probably take you a few tries, but you'll get it. Once you've got them situated, install the cover plate. If you've got a dishwasher, don't forget to pop out the plug to the dishwasher inlet. Use a dowel or another blunt object and a hammer to remove this piece. Manufacturers say you can leave the plug in the disposal and grind it up, but in my opinion, just take it out. Finally, it's time to mount the disposal. Align the discharge tube, then hang the disposal by aligning the 3 mounting tabs on the lower ring with the slide-up ramps on the mounting ring attached to the sink. Ideally, use a large pair of pliers to compress the mounting tabs to the mounting ring as seen in this photo. But in this case, I'm using a rubber mallet to nudge the fitting over. Don't hit hard if you're using a rubber mallet. Ease it over bit by bit. Don't forget to secure the discharge tube. Turn both screws at equal intervals for a good seal. Last step, everyone, slip the dishwasher discharge tube onto the disposal inlet. This is why we removed the plug during installation. Now tighten the clamp to secure the fitting. Okay, I got a little ahead of myself there. Don't forget about the splash guard. Of course, you can reuse your old one. You can also turn your water back on as well as the circuit breaker. If you had an on-off switch under your sink, don't forget to turn that back to the on position. Now introduce some water and check for leaks. If no leaks, turn the disposal on and check again. And hey, if this video helped you, please help me and hit like and subscribe. It makes a world of difference. Thanks for watching and have a great day.